Award season keeps rolling on. A couple days ago, we had the Golden Globe winners, and here are my reactions and what I think are major Oscar implications. Welcome back to Archer Vision, presented by MovieArcher.com and the Movie Archer Podcast Network. Please check that website out and follow everybody involved, including the Revisionist Almanac, Movies and Us, TVs and Us, and just anything we have going at MovieArcher.com. My name is Nico, and let's go through the Golden Globes. I will touch on every winner. I'm not necessarily going to go in order or category by category. I'm going to try to hit you with my highlights and the main big points first, and then we'll touch on everything else. The show itself was pretty good. I think Nikki Glaser is funny. I would like if she keeps hosting things going forward, including the Oscars. I'm not really crazy about Conan doing it again. There were some really funny bits, especially at the beginning, but as always, the show is too long. Some of the celebrities who come out, they could be hit or miss with the little bits they're doing. So let's streamline this. Let's cut this. And also, they cut out the original score category win. They did not televise that. Ridiculous, terrible, unforgivable. Said they cut it because they wanted to make the show shorter, but the thing still almost went 3.5 hours. I'm tired of them cutting things or trying to adjust the show to make it shorter when we still have presenters coming out like Judd Apatow giving a 5-minute monologue of absolute bullshit. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Let's just talk about the winners. Scratch that. Before I talk about any of the winners, the biggest moment of the night had nothing to do with the winner. In fact, the most important moment of the night is when Julia Roberts stepped on stage and first of all got a standing ovation for just existing, for just being herself, right? The mother of all mothers. But before she read the envelope, not before the nominees, not in her opening bit, as she's opening the envelope to announce the winner of Best Picture Musical Comedy, I think, and we already knew it was one battle after another, so we didn't give a shit about that. She shouts out Ava Victor, calls them her hero, and implores everyone to go see Sorry Baby. That's the moment of the Golden Globes. This is how we get Sorry Baby. That screenplay nominations at the Oscars. If you haven't seen Sorry Baby, shout out to Julia Roberts. Shout out to Northwestern's own Ava Victor. Let's get one battle after another out of the way. It's still the Best Picture favorite. Critics' Choice proved that. Critics groups prove that. The Golden Globes prove that, right? It takes home Best Picture Musical Comedy. Teyana Taylor wins Supporting Actress. Now, this is huge because Amy Madigan wins Critics' Choice. People were still on the Amy Madigan train. A lot of people predicting her. People like me and a lot of others said, okay, if Amy Madigan is going to win the Academy Award, she needs to sweep everything. I still think she's good for a nomination. I think. We'll see. We'll see if BAFTA puts her in that lineup. We'll see. But I think Teyana Taylor winning is a sign of 2 things. The one battle after another strength so strong that in the supporting categories, especially supporting actress here, they are likely to bring Teyana Taylor along with it. And I honestly think if she could pull out SAG, I know a lot of people think Madigan, and if she could pull out BAFTA, she could go all the way to the Oscar here. So I think Teyana Taylor winning here is massive. It won screenplay here, which was surprising. People thought the Globes might go for something international, like Sentimental Value. It was just an accident, The Secret Agent, because they did Anatomy of a Fall a couple years ago. But no, they went with one battle. So I said it last video after Critics' Choice, one battle after another is going to win adapted screenplay. PTA is going to win multiple Oscars. He took director here too. We know that's happening everywhere. So you are looking at the Academy Awards, Best Picture, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, and most likely Best Supporting Actress are all going to be one battle after another. And the reason why I'm on the Teyana Taylor train so much after this win is because the Globes could have went somewhere else. They could have given this to Inga Ibsdottir-Lilius for Sentimental Value, right? They could have done Amy Madigan again, and all that didn't happen. They could have done Ari for Wicked if they wanted to, but no, they went with the strength of one battle, and I just think that's going to continue to take shape throughout the rest of the season. Unless there's an awards body who's bold enough and doesn't like one battle after another enough, it's hard to bet against it. When in doubt, in one of those categories, right, you're going to have to bet on one battle. Hamnet, my number 2 film of the year, had a really big day. It won Best Picture Drama. Now, a lot of people are saying in this race it was one battle versus Sinners. Now, a lot of people predicted Hamnet because it felt like more of a New Globes thing. So Sinners doesn't win here. Hamnet wins. Now, a lot of people are shifting to, okay, now it's one battle versus Hamnet for Best Picture. I'm still not sure about that because Sinners, I think, is going to have a record-setting 15 nominations. But what a great day for Hamnet. Incredibly well-deserved. Excellent film. And then Jessie Buckley, this is where the Best Actress race, we're seeing it, people, is already over. Before the season, it was Jessie Buckley. She wins Critics' Choice. She wins Golden Globe here. She gives 2 incredible speeches. The room is loud. The room was ferocious when she won. The reactions to her speech are strong. Jessie Buckley, congratulations. You will be winning the Academy Award, and I think it is incredibly well-deserved and an excellent win. Let's talk about the rest of the acting winners here. So we have Stellan Skarsgård wins Best Supporting Actor. I love this win. I love sentimental value. This was big. So Jacob Elordi wins Critics' Choice. That was this fun, populist thing going on. I really liked Elordi's win. I was curious what would happen here. Stellan wins here. Now, Stellan is not nominated at SAG, but I do think he's going to win the BAFTA, and that makes me think he's going to win the Oscar. So I know a lot of people are saying, okay, well, if someone still wins SAG, if Elordi wins SAG, I'm just not sure. I think Stellan's going to win BAFTA, and I think just his narrative, his career, the speech he gave about cinema was great, and it's just a role. It feels like something the Oscars are going to do, and I'll be happy for it. So Stellan has shot to the top of my list for who's going to win Best Supporting Actor, and I'm going to need a really, really big, compelling thing to happen at SAG and BAFTA to change my mind. Mr. Chalamet, living his dream like Marty Supreme. Timmy is dreaming big here. Timmy wins the Golden Globe, Best Actor, Musical or Comedy here, and this is a big win. It's a big win because he won Critics' Choice. He won this. Now, SAG, I don't think is going to go for him because they gave it to him last year. I think it's very unlikely that it would literally be history if SAG goes back-to-back with a winner. So once again, SAG is not really a factor here. We'll see what BAFTA does, but listen, the speeches are a lot more humble, a lot more reined in, really, really good ones. Listen, I think he may do it. I think he may do it. I would not move Timmy. Even if he doesn't win SAG, I would not move Timmy out of your prediction for Best Actor at the Oscars unless he loses BAFTA. And what's interesting here is the Globes could have easily not done this. They loved One Battle. They could have easily went with Leo. They could have easily went with an Ethan Hawke, who has a big career narrative this year too, an actor's actor. But no, they are riding with Timmy. I think it all worked. And then 2 more, one fun and one that was really, really serious. Rose Byrne wins Best Actress, Musical or Comedy, which is so fun for her. This solidifies an Oscar nomination, in my opinion. I know a lot of people thought she was already in, but this win is really, really important. She was leading in a lot of critics groups. Jessie Buckley caught up to her. But what a fun performance. What a very fun win. And now, in my opinion, the 2 biggest wins of the night, the wins with the biggest Oscar implications. Best Actor Drama, Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. He missed BAFTA long list. He missed SAG. It doesn't matter. He wins this. He is strong. The way the room reacted to it, he will be getting that Oscar nomination. I would bet on that. But even more so, The Secret Agent wins Best Foreign Film. I did predict this. Listen, this is going to be the movie, I believe, that gets in for Best Picture. I believe at one point we thought Neon was getting 3 films in, Sentimental Value, It Was Just an Accident, and The Secret Agent. I love Jafar Panahi. I think it's the best directed film of the year. It Was Just an Accident, that is. But I do think that's missing the Best Picture lineup. I think Panahi is going to miss the Best Director lineup as well. However, I think The Secret Agent is getting into Best Picture. I think it immediately shoots itself to the top of the front runner for the Best International Feature at the Academy Awards. Wagner Moura is getting in there. Kleber may get in for director. I'm not sure. I would still put Schreier in there for Sentimental Value right now. Sentimental Value is interesting because while it would feel like that's the front runner for international feature, and it very may well be, I still feel like a lot of people treat it like an English language film. I think a lot of people treat it that way, but I think Schreier has more credibility with the Academy right now, so he'll get the directing nomination, but I think The Secret Agent will get the win. So the biggest winners of the day, Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent, Brazil. Big day for Brazil. Round out the rest of the winners, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Golden Animated Feature. We love it. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. We're going up, up, up. That's just gonna keep happening, and I love it. 2 winners that are going to stem into a different conversation. Sinners wins score. Ludwig Göransson, again, he's just addicted to winning because he makes incredible, incredible scores. And then we have Sinners winning Cinematic and Box Office Achievement, which in the name of the category, it was a cinematic achievement and it was a box office achievement. So I think it is the movie in the category that fits both bills there. So I'm happy it won. Sinners had a very weird day, though. I say that because the drama win could have been there. It could have happened. I don't think Sinners, though, took the hit that some people think it did. I'm still predicting it to not only win SAG Ensemble, I am going to predict Michael B. Jordan to win Best Actor at SAG. I haven't seen too many people talk about that. It just feels like something that's going to happen. And when we look at recent years, they will award a popular horror performance they like. Emily Blunt, Quiet Place. Lupita Nyong'o, Us. And I think SAG is going to sort of prop Sinners back up. I don't know what it's going to do at BAFTA, but I still think Sinners is the number 2 for Best Picture. Hamnet is definitely 3. You're no doubt one battle. Sinners and Hamnet. If you want to keep flipping Sinners and Hamnet, you can, but those are really the 3.
Realizing I forgot to say a goodbye at the end. It's just a crazy morning, so thank you all for watching. Check out moviearcher.com and the Movie Archer Podcast Network, and tell me what you thought of the Golden Globes in your comments. And I cannot wait to hang out with you all again very, very soon.